All right. So in that fun segment, you may have seen the can of Spam that Charles guessed correctly. So shout out to him. Now we are joined by a Spam celebrity chef of sorts. Is that okay to call you that? This is Gabe Kinsley. He's our creative producer here at WFF. But Gabe, you're making your TVL debut as a Spam chef.
Yeah, I'm the Spam guy now, apparently. So Peyton, when we were talking about this show, one of the things we were thinking of is, a lot of these canned foods, they get a bit of a bad rep. No one likes their green beans. Everyone hates Spam and everything like that. But I think it really comes down to how you prepare it. And as a just recent college graduate, I eat this stuff all the time.
Okay.
And so because of that, we kind of came up with the idea of talking about a few recipes.
We're putting him on TVL. He is the Spam expert. So again, Gabe, I understand you've actually come up, so kind of you, a breakfast, lunch, and dinner option. The possibilities with Spam are endless. So walk us through these. What are we making for breakfast with Spam?
So my main idea when it came to making these three recipes, in the spirit of Canathon, was making them largely from non-perishable items.
Okay.
The only one that I wasn't able to really do that as much is the breakfast, where I made an egg, Spam, and cheese breakfast burrito.
Okay.
It was pretty straightforward. You just scramble up some eggs, you fry up some Spam, and then you have a very delicious and surprisingly high in protein breakfast.
Sure.
Spam.
How much protein we have in this Spam? Do we know?
Oh goodness.
Let's see. 7 grams.
Well, that's per serving.
But there's 6 servings per container.
So I think it's like 42 total.
Okay.
Something like that. But you throw in some eggs, which are just nothing but protein, and by the time you're done, you have a high-protein breakfast that I may have eaten this morning.
Lovely. A man very proud of his craft, so shout out to you for that. Okay, so we've got our breakfast. What do we have for lunch, Gabe?
So speaking of craft, mac and cheese. Mac and cheese is another, easy bit of food to make, especially for people who are busy with work. Part of Canathon is helping out families that are busy with 2 or more jobs. They are already on a fixed income, and mac and cheese is a very quick, cheap, and easy thing to make whenever you have some spare time. And so basically you just make up a bunch of mac and cheese and throw in some Spam. I like to cube it up into little bite-sized bits, so every so often you get a nice little surprise bite of Spam in there, and it tastes really good, really easy to make.
Chef's kiss. I love that. And I love to, again, you already have mac and cheese. It could be great by itself, but throwing in the Spam. I like to throw in maybe like kind of some peas in there as well, so you get kind of the full, what do they call it, the pyramid, right? You got your meat, you have your carb, and your vegetable.
Yes,
so
exactly.
A nice, well-balanced meal. Okay, so that's lunch. Gabe, I hear you have a fabulous dinner planned.
Yes.
How are we making that?
Speaking of peas, once again, some canned vegetables. All of this I found at the Walmart we're at just, 5 minutes before the show started. So just for everyone out there looking to donate, this is an easy spot to grab a bunch of really cheap and really good canned food items for people who are going to need it. But so the last meal that I made for dinner was Spam fried rice. Growing up, my family, we ate fried rice all the time. I love rice, and once again, another non-perishable food item that you can add into the mix. Basically, you just fry up some Spam, you fry up some rice, maybe you have leftovers from another meal, and then you throw in some peas and carrots and add some soy sauce, and bam, you got a full meal.
So when you say fried rice, are we having like kind of a little bit of oil in there? Or
yes.
Okay, all right, so throw that in there.
Just a little bit, enough to make them nice little yummy
crispy
brown. Maybe a bit of some soy sauce mixed into the mix. Just flavor to your preference.
Gabe, I am in awe. I have learned more about Spam in the last, what has this been, 3 minutes of our conversation. And so you're an actual fan. To those who are like, ew, Spam is not good, what do you want to say to those people?
You just don't know how to cook it. When it comes down to most food, you just have to find the right way to cook it. I admit, Spam might not be the healthiest of food options out there, but
7 grams of protein. I mean, that seems pretty good to me.
You could be eating a lot worse stuff.
That is true. They also make Spam flavors, don't they, Gabe?
Oh, yes. They got all sorts of different versions of Spam. So for people out there, maybe for religious or dietary reasons can't eat pork, they got turkey Spam back there, which I've had and also tastes pretty good. If you're wanting to go a little bit healthier, they got some low-sodium versions as well. So they got options out there.
She's got high blood pressure, so low sodium for sure. It's also nice, indestructible. I think it's got a good expiration date. I think it probably has some kind of military background, does it not?
I'm sure it does. So, bit of some military background with that. They're actually, my family, I'm part Korean. There's actually a Korean dish called budae-jjigae, which translates to army-based stew. And basically, after the Korean War, most of the only food they could get was this kind of stuff from the military bases and from the commissaries. And budae-jjigae has a bunch of like hot dogs, Spam, cheese, and everything that on its own doesn't sound Korean at all, but when you throw in all of the other spices and stuff, it is delicious.
I had no idea
Right?
that you were part Korean or knew so much. That's so interesting. I love the historical facts, Gabe. Thank you so much. Do you want Spam to sponsor you?
I mean, if you want to Spam,
sponsor Gabe Kinsley, our creative producer / celebrity Spam chef. Gabe, thank you so much for coming on the show. Happy Canathon to you. We appreciate it so much. Thanks.
Absolutely.
All right, the time has come. We have our one final trivia question of the day. If you haven't gotten any of them right, maybe you'll get this one. Who knows? Take a look.